Hey, it's TB Wahid Black Living Room Talk. It is a beautiful Sunday afternoon, even though it's a little cloudy. And I am finishing race and descent as social categories in India so that I can move on with you to, let's see here as I peel these pages. Move on to, I can't wait to move on to, I want to move on to, what is it? Color in Northern Africa. I'm excited about getting into that now. Oh, and what do you think about all the things that are happening today, this week in 2025 in May, with the slave quarters house burning down? The ancestors is, they're not playing around. So as we get into where I left off talking about the Muslim League and Gandhi, the Hindus, the Muslims, and the Muslims, let me get started. As many had foreseen, the partition of India did not settle the Hindu-Muslim question. India still has a Muslim population of over 50 million people. That's a lot of people. The Muslim League not only survives as a watchdog of their political interest, but is on occasion even used by the ruling party for its electoral program. Muslims in India continue to preserve their social and cultural identity, as do many other groups, based on religious and other communal criteria. The case of the Muslims is, however, somewhat unique. Many of them have social and ideological links with Pakistan, and also perhaps a vague hope of finding a better life and a more secure home across the frontier. While Muslims in India may not always live with the feeling of belonging to an alien race, on occasion such feelings are not only aroused but become the source of violence and bloodshed. The Hindu-Muslim conflict provided the pattern of communal politics in North India. But in the South, this was provided largely by the Non-Brahmin movement. Kerala and certain parts of Andhra are the only areas in South India that have organized Muslim minorities. It is perhaps no accident that the non-Brahmin movement was never quite so important in these areas as in Madras and Mysore. That the conflicts between Hindus and Muslims and between Brahmins and non-Brahmins are examined within the same framework does not, of course, mean that they are in all ways similar or that they are mutually exclusive. The non-Brahmin movement was formally launched in 1916 with the issue of a manifesto and the formation soon afterwards of the Justice Party with its headquarters in Madras. The movement's principal objective was to protect the interests of the non-Brahmins in education, employment, and political life against domination by the Brahmins. It achieved considerable political success within a short time and provided a meeting point for influential non-Brahmin leaders from all over South India. In fact, a distinctive feature of the first phase of the non-Brahmin movement in the South was its success in cutting across linguistic divisions and uniting in a common cause against the Brahmins people speaking Tamil, Telugu, Kannada, and Malayalam. Soon after the formation of the Justice Party, its leaders began to make representations to the British government for a share in the affairs of the state proportional to their population in it. They argued that the Madras presidency was dominated by a small Brahmin oligarchy, that Brahmins and Non-Brahmins were different by race and culture, and that unless the British government intervened, no way could be found of reconciling their divergent interests. In the words of the memorandum presented by the non-Brahmin delegation to the Joint Parliament Commission in Britain in 1919, and I'll read, "Their customs and manners are essentially different, and even in the matter of food, the two classes differ widely. Their interests are often not identical. Over and above all this, there is the fundamental difference which goes to the root of the whole problem. The two people belong to two different races." Okay, I think that's going to do it for me. I know it's kind of short, but I'm doing these in doses because it's pretty long before I get to where I want to be. Before long, it said that the political agitation of the Justice Party was transferable to the social plane by the self-respect movement, which emerged in the mid-20s under the leadership of the non-Brahmin ex-congressman E.V. Ramaswamy Naikar. This movement urged non-Brahmins to rid themselves of the social and economic domination of the Brahmins, and it gathered strength during the 30s. In the 40s, Naikar created the Dravida Kazhagam, a militant organization that openly preached a racialist ideology and made the Aryan Brahmins their principal target. A certain amount of violence was used against the Brahmins, who lived for some time under fears that seem to have been greatly exaggerated. Indeed, I have heard Tamil Brahmins refer to themselves rather melodramatically as the Jews of South India. Okay. I want you to enjoy your day, and I wanna eventually get back into, I'm just sharing this with you too, just organically. I want to eventually go back and reintroduce everyone to the book that I was reading prior to this, called The Racist Mind by Raphael Ezekiel, and that will be coming up soon. I'm going to take off right from there where I left off. But the next time when I come back to this is going to be going into to finish talking about the non-Brahmin movement. Okay? I'm just finding out some stuff myself with this. This is very, like I said, it's just very interesting and deep. Like, I did not know that the Tamil Brahmins refer to themselves as the Jews of South India. Man. So the Kazhagam, the Dravida Kazhagam. Make sure you study that. That is spelled Kazhagam. That militant organization. I'm getting ready to read about that. So I want to wish you peace, love, and light. I hope you enjoy that reading today. I am TB Wahid, Black Living Room Talk. Please stay tuned for more conversation, stories, and information. And moving right along. Great things coming. Moving right along. Glad you're here. Hotel.